Welcome back, everybody. I'm Roy, and this is Roy Remembers Games, and there's a whole lot of screaming in the background. Attack! Yes. Anyway, we're playing Neverwinter Nights. So let's do that. Let's finish, let's try and finish this prologue thing. How much health do I have? It's still 5. My AC is 10. It's incredibly low, but my total experience isn't so bad. Is that a person? Can I talk to
Many
you?
fierce enemies await you beyond this door. You need to draw upon all you have learned here at the Academy to survive.
Oh, wonderful. I'll do that. Oh, I leveled up. You have gained much experience, Roy, but to put that experience to use, I must first teach you how to level up. Leveling up is how you gain access to greater skill points, skills, feats, and spells. Yes, I'm ready to learn how to do that because I have no idea. We shall begin the lesson. To level up, you must first access your character record sheet. Do this now, or don't do this now, or you'll end our conversation. You'll have to listen to the instructions, then try it when we're done speaking. You can access your character sheet by pressing C on your keyboard, by left-clicking on the character box underneath your portrait, or through the menu. Remember, you have to wait until our conversation is over to do this. Are you ready to continue? Yes. When you have enough experience points to level up, whenever you have enough experience points to go up another level, you'll see a flashing level up box at the center of your character record sheet. Left click this box to begin your level up. Okay. Oh geez, that is just so annoying in the background there, but that's okay. You can cancel the level up process at any time by left clicking on the cancel box on the level up screen. To level up, first select the class you wish to gain a level in. Okay. You can have levels in up to 3 different classes. Some classes may not be available to you because of alignment restrictions. After selecting the classes you wish to gain a level in, click the OK box. Please continue. After selecting the class to level up in, the skills page appears. Click on a skill to assign a skill point and gain a rank in that specific skill. Or, if you wish, you can click the recommended box in the bottom left. Okay? This will automatically assign your skill points in a pre-selected default package based on your class and levels. When you are done with the skills page, click OK. This will bring you to the feats page. If you have any new feats available, this will bring you to the feats page. You have any new feats available. Available feats are listed in a menu on the left. Click the arrow beside the feats and it will move to the known feats menu on the right. And again, you can click the recommended box for the default package. Simple enough. Depending on your class and level, other pages will also appear during your level up process. Using the mouse, you may have to select new spells, assign ability point increases, or choose a new familiar or animal companion. Cool. Simply follow along each page and click OK when you're finished. Anytime you can press the cancel box to quit the process and start over. Go on. On the subject of henchmen, you'll need to remember a few things. For instance, when you gain a level, your henchman will also gain a level, matching your progress. Oh, so there's no differences. So he's level 2 as well. This only happens if they are in your party when you gain the level. Ooh. When you first meet a henchman, or if you were not present for a time, you may have more experience than they... You may be more experienced than they are. Okay. Don't worry, you can train them and make up the difference. When you speak with a henchman that is a lower level than you, you have an option to tell them to level up. Easy as that. I understand. Anything else? This ends our lesson, Roy. Only once you have leveled up will you be able to pass through the south door. Okay, so let's do that. Let's level up. Click to level up. We want to do the Red Dragon Knight, but we can't right now because we need 8 ranks in lore. And I think we only have 4, so. Okay. Sorcerer is definitely it. We have 5 remaining skill points. So the first one we are definitely going to go down. Okay, Persuade is first. I can't level. Oh. Where did lore go? Oh, I passed it. Lore. So it's at 4. Now it's at 5. Cool. We have 4 more points. Discipline? What is discipline? I don't think I can do that one. Yeah, hide I'm not going to do. Intimidate I'm not going to do. Move silently. No. Parry. No. Open lock? That? Kind of want it, but I'm going to go with no. Ride is 0. We should probably put something in that at some point. Set trap, spellcraft. Oh yeah, I want the other thing that we put things in. Concentration is super important. I think, so we have 3 points left. We're going to get 5. I might hold off. No, we'll get the first level of ride. which uses 2 points. Use horse in combat, can perform actions unskilled people cannot. Horses in the ride skill are only used in the premium module. Winter Crown for specific and specific. Oh no, we don't need that. We do not need ride. It is totally useless to us because we are not doing Wyvern Crown of Coromir. Thanks for reading, Roy. Spellcraft, maybe we'll put 2 points in just for safety. We'll press OK. We'll save our point for later. We get one more. Yeah, we don't get any more level 1 spells, but we do get another. What is these? What is this cantrip? So we get daze or flare or resistance. What does resistance do? Target +1 bonus to all saving throws. Not worth it. Flare. Burst of hot light. -1 penalty to attack rolls. Maybe. Daze. Daze for 2 rounds. We'll go with daze. Okay. And we definitely gonna keep the panther. Yeah, we're definitely keeping the panther. He's level 3. Okay. We're good? Is he gone? Yeah, we're gonna have to resummon the familiar. Cool. Now we will save. And let's go through. Oh, wait. Let's see if there's anything around that I can loot first. There doesn't seem to be. So, can I talk to you again?
Well, I was going to give you additional lessons on how to level up, but you have already managed just fine. I have nothing more I can teach you.
Raw. Okay.
I am too old to go with you, but South Door is now open for you.
But
Beyond,
South Door.
you will find chambers leading to the Waterdavian creatures. If the attackers have not taken them already.
Okay. What about Pava really quickly? Oh, do they just level up? Like... Oh, I can't switch to him? Can I not level him? More actions? Can I see what more actions? Handle trap. Examine, pick lock, inventory. I'm unable to view this companion's inventory. Okay, well that makes me think he's not going to last, but we'll say, hey, what's in here? Nothing. Nothing's in here at all. Oh, it just opened by itself. Fantastic. Let's go through here. Uh-huh. I'm going to pause, and I'm going to click Ray of Frost, and kill the goblin. And then I'm going to hit this goblin. Yay, we did it, everybody. How much health do I have now, by the way? 10. I doubled my health, which is fantastic. Got some experience for killing these goblins. Let's see what is in the crate. A few coins. And a healer's kit +1. That's actually very useful. Go through here. Some chests, some crates. It's in the chest. Potion of bull strength. That will be useful. Negative energy ray will definitely be useful. Some stone, I think. Chest again. One I haven't looted. And another potion of cure light wounds. I can see how much health everyone has. He is fine. I'm fine. Cat is fine. You heard him, archers. Let's move. Oh. All the screaming. Let's go this way first. Ooh, skeletons. Skeleton. It's... Wait, no, wait. Cat? Where's Cat going? Attack nearest. Where's Cat going? Cat is going down there, which it shouldn't be doing. Crap. And I am going to Ray of Frost the skeleton. And I'm going to Ray of Frost the next skeleton. Come on. And now I'm just going to punch the skeleton in the face. He's probably going to die pretty easily. Watch me die. Look, they all attack me. They all attack me. Ridiculous. Okay, we didn't even care. Weak goblins. They all die. Everything dies. Hey, skeleton dude. Let's get that one. And please don't hit my cat like that, okay? Eyes forward, men, indeed. Oh, there were skeletons in here. A corpse! Let's loot the corpse. What is that? Resist elements? That's useful. A bunch of stuff. Summon creature, color spray, mage armor, and sleep. All of which is useful. Desk. Cure light wounds. I looted the corpse already. And here we have... nothing. Nothing? No, there's definitely something. Oh, there's a chest. With more cure wounds. That's incredibly useful because in the midst of a hot bookshelf, I can take those books. Books I'll probably read when I'm not recording, and then I will. I'll read when I'm not recording, and it gives me something to talk about while I am recording. So that sounds great to me. I don't know if it sounds great to you guys, but I love it. I love the idea. So, let's see. Which way is the right way? We're gonna go this way first. Yeah? Yeah? Enemies? Yep, enemies. Enemies, enemies, enemies. Go, 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 go. No, 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 don't hit me. Okay, yeah, do that. Good job. No one got hurt. A remains. Yes, more potions. Man, I wish my actual D&D campaigns were this, like, efficient. Because they never are. Like, my DM is like, nothing. Nothing dropped. Nothing ever drops for my DM. Like, we loot the room after the campaign. Ooh, arrows. And only then do we actually get, like, anything. There's a door. It leads to the main room again, so we'll wait on that for now. We'll go back to the other side because we can definitely get more experience by going from the side and killing whatever's in all of the rooms. There's a skeleton. Alchemist apparatus. Oh, hi! Hi indeed, yes, Ray of Frost go. Let's go again with that. You do not have line of sight. Yes, kill it. No one got hurt. I used 2 spells, but that doesn't really matter. What is this? Alchemist apparatus. Oh, Cat's Grace and Cure Moderate Wounds. That's fantastic. Let's take that. More Cure Wounds. A bookshelf, my favorite. And more books. Helm's Hold. Definitely something I haven't read. Another pile of books. The Rival Orc Tribes and Their Great Battles. That sounds fun to read, actually. Man, why are more RPGs not like this? Like, don't get me wrong, I love, like, codex entries and what have you, but there's something about, like, being forced to read books if you actually care. That's just fun. Maybe I'm crazy. And yeah, that lag is definitely on my end. It's, I didn't open that. But okay. I just realized something. I hope there's no trapped chests. That would suck. Yeah, I didn't open this. Why is it open? Oh, there's nothing there, so it doesn't matter. What about over here? Are there any more things? Yes, we are going to come in from the... Haha. Oh, crap. Yes.
No quarter!
Agreed, no quarter. Okay. Cat's just gonna go in and murder everything now. I, however, am going to actually cast things at the mage. I didn't kill it. Oh, a skeleton again. Man, my cat is considerably better at this game than I am. I'm gonna loot that in a minute. First. Let's do this. I'll take everything. A potion of bark skin. I'm not sure what that means. A bunch of corpses. I should probably rest again. My cat is partially injured. It lost 1 health. And come on, please rest faster. Oh, does the amount of time it takes to rest, is that directly equivalent to how many spells I've cast? That would be interesting. Wand of Sleep, that sounds super useful, actually. Alright, let's go through. Okay. What is this? There's a dryad, so we should kill the goblin elite. Is it barely injured? Crap. Electric jolt it this time. I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna try and read. My bonds are broken. I must escape this place. I don't know who they are, but they're probably the things that I'm going to be tracking down later, if I had to guess. Ooh, ow. Ow, I got hit hard. What the heck was that about? Ray of Frost? Okay, that was a waste of an attack and a spell. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Okay, here I am. Yeah. Now what? Moss, and who are you?
We came too late. The creatures are lost. The Academy students slain. No! This cannot be! How could this happen?
Oh, wow, the voice acting is not super good.
All is lost, Fentic. The nymph has fled. The Yonti and the other creatures have escaped into the streets of the city. And where was Erebeth during all this?
I have come from Lady Erebeth. She sent me to protect the creatures. You, did Erebeth really expect a whelp such as this would be able to defend the Waterhaven creatures? Is she really so blind to the truth, Fenthic? What are these names? Fenthic Moss and Desther Indelaine? I don't know. Desther, I'll have you speak no more ill of Lady Erebeth. She did what she thought was best. Potion seller. I need your strongest potions. Okay, anyway. Bah. I know the feelings you and Lady Erebeth have for each other, but it does nothing to change the facts. She was wrong to bring the creatures here. I believe you and your lady love to clean up this mess, Fenthic. I didn't read. I believe you and your lady love to clean up this mess, Fenthic. I must go and make arrangements to recover the cure Erebeth has so carelessly lost. Let's chalk.
You must forgive me, mister. The strain of the weight of death makes them words.
Okay.
As their leader, Dester has worked long and hard to help ease the suffering of Neverwinter. And this most recent setback has upset him greatly.
Okay.
I'm Fenthic Moss, priest of Tyr and companion of the Lady Erebeth. You must be the student Erebeth told me about.
Yes, I am Roy. Desther and I arrived with reinforcements shortly after the attack began. We found Erebeth in the South Assembly Chamber, hard-pressed by dozens of mysterious assailants. We managed to drive off the attackers, and Erebeth told us she had sent one of the students on ahead to defend the Waterhaven creatures. While Erebeth tended to the wounded, one of the mages who had arrived with the reinforcements teleported Dester and me to this room. Alas, we arrived to find the cages upturned, the creatures fleeing. Do you know who attacked the Academy? We have no clues as to who planned the attack, and I doubt any prisoners we take will know anything about who is truly behind this. A few straggling goblins are all that remain of our attackers, but I fear we have lost this battle. The Waterhaven creatures are gone. In any case, discovering their identity is secondary. Our first priority must be to recapture the Waterhaven creatures so that we may extract a cure for the Wailing Death. I will help you in this task, Fenthic. Would there be some type of reward for recovering? Erebeth promised me a reward earlier. I'm still waiting for it. Suppose my work here is done. I'll be going now. No, I will help you in this task, Fenthic. From all accounts, you are a capable man, Roy. Erebeth told me the instructors at the Academy spoke very highly of you. I do not know what role you are to play in this, Roy. This is for my Lady Erebeth to decide. You must meet her in the halls of justice in the coming week. Lady Erebeth will have more information for you then. Hopefully, we have a better understanding of what we are up against. We must all do our part, Roy. Wish to ask you some questions. Tell me about yourself. Servant of Tyr, nothing more, nothing less. Serve Neverwinter, as is my duty, and my heart weeps as the city suffers. When Lord Nasher appointed Erebeth to find the cure for the plague, I vowed to stay by my lady's side throughout the ordeal. We are inseparable. So you and Erebeth are lovers. Erebeth and I are of one heart. It is true. Is it surprising? We are both disciples of Tyr. We are both servants of Neverwinter. We draw our breaths from each other during these difficult times. In duty, in our faith, and in our love, we will find a way to beat the wailing death. Tell me about Erebeth. Erebeth is a shining light who must guide our way. She is a paladin of Tyr, and only her courage and devotion to Neverwinter surpass her grace and beauty. When Lord Nasher appointed Erebeth to find a cure for the plague, I vowed to stay by my lady's side throughout the ordeal. We are inseparable. Tell me about Dester. Dester is a good man, though the wailing death weighs heavily on him. He does not serve Tyr as my Lady Erebeth or I do, but his devotion to Helm is most admirable. Dester and his Helmites have been tireless in their efforts to offer what comfort they can to those afflicted by the plague. I only wish Erebeth and Dester could set aside their personal differences. No matter which god we serve, we must all work together in these troubled times. Tell me more about these creatures. Erebeth is the only one who has authority to speak on such things freely. You'll have to talk to her at the Halls of Justice. Fine then, I will meet you at the Halls of Justice within the week. There's so much to attend in the coming week. Erebeth and I will meet you at the temple. May Tyr's blessing be upon you, Roy. We leveled up again? Really? That seems fast. Yeah, definitely Sorcerer. We want absolutely lore, so only 2 more levels of Sorcerer left, which is good. We have 5 points, so we can definitely dump 2 in Persuade and probably 2 in Bluff. Concentration is our final. Avoid the effects of the taunt skill. This is really useful for us. Spellcraft we're not going to need. I'm not going to put any more points in Spellcraft, I think. So, okay. Oh, we get a feat. Combat casting. Combat casting is what? First level spells. The character is adept at casting spells in combat. Does not suffer the standard -4 penalty to concentration checks when casting defensively within 4 meters of an enemy. That sounds like what we want. Extended spell is the duration doubled. Nope. Iron Will, knockdown, point blank shot, resist disease and resist poison. Maybe eventually spell focus. Character at its feet is adept in certain school of magic, gaining +2 bonus to spell save DC for all spells they cast from that school. Yeah, we don't want that. Still spell. Well, yeah. Okay, so we don't need the semantic appearing thingamajig. Weapon finesse, no. Weapon focus, no. Weapon proficiency, no. Thug. +2 bonus on initiative checks and +2 bonus on persuade checks. We will get that. We will get that. But for now, we need to not be bad at combat. So we're going to take combat casting. And we get a level 1 spell now. So our level 1 spell is definitely going to be a combat spell. Ice that target 1d4 points of cold damage per level. So right now, it's level 3. So it would be 3d4 damage, which isn't really that great. Burning Hands is better because it's a cone and I can hit my allies. On second thought, let's get Ice Dagger. Yeah, let's get the single target version of that. Yeah, we keep the Panther, I think. Unless we unlock more stuff. So everything here is level 3 now. Oh, I see. No, the Panther stays 1 level up. Yeah, so we'll definitely get the Panther, and okay. Yes, give me my Panther back. Thank you. Now, can I take things off the bar? How do I take things off the bar? I don't know. For now, let's explore a little bit. I don't know where we're supposed to go. Journal? Speaking to Burna? Is this done? Yeah, I have no active quests. Okay, cool. Let's rest. I don't know if resting is really necessary, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, you know what? I think I can do... think what I can do is I can take my spell book and I can go to here. I can put Ice Dagger in place of that. Yes, so that's how that works. Charm Person and Grease I'll leave. Grease will be pretty useful later on, I think, as long as I'm not stupid. So, Rogues and Bards get the Use Magic Device skill, which allows them to use magical devices.
In
Oh, what
one
cutscene?
brutal attack, the promise of those at the Academy had been all but snuffed out. Hope disappeared with the Waterdavian creatures, and the weight of the terrible sickness pressed down on the city once more. Even more chilling, the whispered rumors of enemies seeking to destroy Neverwinter from within had proved true, though the identity of those responsible for the slaughter was as yet unknown. Still, a flicker of hope yet remained, for not all had died in the attack. From the bloody carnage at the Academy, a survivor had stepped forward, a champion to carry the torch in this darkest hour.
That's us. Or, well, it's me, but it's us. Your journal has been updated. The Wailing and the Waterdavian. Waterdavian? Yeah, I think so. So, let's read the journal. As the Wailing Death spread across Neverwinter, it was soon apparent that it was not a natural affliction. It couldn't be cured by normal means, and the holiest of clerics found their divine healing useless. To fortify the city and aid in investigating the plague, Lady Erebeth de Tildmerdeber called for adventurers, promised blah blah blah, sent a collection. Oh, okay, so adventurers have promised to attend the Neverwinter Academy and sought help from some of the greatest wizards in the realms, including the great Archmage of Waterdeep, Blackstaff, names I can't even bother to pronounce. So this Blackstaff sent a collection of magical creatures to the city with instructions on how they might be useful as reagents in a potential cure. The beasts were stored in the academy, and with the most promising recruits graduating, the site became too tempting a target for Neverwinter's unseen enemy. In the ensuing attack, all but a handful of students were killed, and the Waterdevian creatures fled into the night. Venthic, Dester, and especially Lady Erebeth should be sought out. They will know the course of action that should be taken in this troubling time. Oh, I can order it by priority, by name, and by date. Neat. These are completed quests. They're all gone. And my notes, which are I need 8 lore. Cool. Who are you? There's Dester, and there's a nurse, and there is... Who are you?
You were quick to answer the summons. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to the halls of justice.
Thank you.
This is a mistake, Fenthic. We know nothing about this whelp. How can you so blindly trust them?
It's a good question. Dester, please. Roy showed great promise throughout his training at the academy, and has done even more in the week since the attack. Rarely has a recruit shown such potential after so short a training period. If we are to have any hope of finding a cure for the Wailing Death, we need people like Roy in the service of Neverwinter. I am honored. I will only serve if I'm well paid. I seem to have been drafted into this, why should I care about it? Well, what would I pick? So basically I'm playing a true neutral character. I have no idea what I'm doing in the game exactly. I'm going to play this how I would actually do this. I'm not going to play like a mercenary character because I'm not a mercenary. So I'm going to go with I'm honored to serve Neverwinter because honestly, it's the most reasonable reaction of the three of these. I still say we should put our faith in my Helmite brethren rather than an unproven boy. Hey, watch your mouth. Erebeth holds Roy in the highest regard, Dester, and Lord Nasher placed her in charge, not you. Please, Roy, you must forgive Dester. The plague takes a heavy toll on all of us, a toll made even greater by the past weeks by the attack on the academy and the loss of the cure. I understand these are troubled times. He has no right to speak about me like that. Dester better watch his mouth or he might lose some teeth. I would be very understanding in this kind of situation. Probably. I understand. So these are troubled times. You speak more truth than you know, Roy. Within the academy walls, the true horror of the Wailing Death has yet to be felt. The quarantine of Neverwinter has done little to halt the spread of the Wailing Death. Bonfires burn night and day as the City Watch dispose of the dead, yet the corpses are piled ever higher. It is all we can do to contain the chaos and maintain order within the various city districts. Rumors run rampant, and the citizens are on the verge of panic. Rumors? Because the plague cannot be cured by the priests or clerics of the city, some claim it is an unnatural thing sent by an unknown enemy bent on destroying Neverwinter. It is. Probably. The attack on the Academy in these past weeks will only make things worse, Fenthic. Once people learn how Erebeth lost the cure through her lack of faith. Desser, I will not have you question the faith of my true love, Erebeth. Wait, I will not have you question the faith of my true love. Erebeth believed the Academy to be a safe haven. Anyway, it's not our place to even discuss such things. Potion seller. My Lady Erebeth is in charge, appointed by Lord Nasher himself to stop the Wailing Death. You must talk to her, Roy, as soon as possible. I will go to Erebeth at once. I want to ask some questions. I guess I better go talk to Erebeth. I want any kind of reward from this. You haven't asked questions. It is important that you speak with Erebeth soon, Roy, but I will not refuse your questions. Ask, what do you know about the attack? We learned very little in the week after the attack occurred. You are one of the few who survived, Roy. The instructors were slaughtered, and only a handful of the students are left. Uphold the legacy of the Academy, Roy, but know that you will be equal to the task. Rarely has a recruit shown so much promise as you. There's little else I can tell you about the attack, I fear. We have yet to uncover the identity of the mysterious assassins. Perhaps Erebeth can tell you more. Further questions. Tell me about the plague. What do you know about the cure? Excuse me. What's your role in all this? I do whatever my Lady Erebeth commands. Lord Nasher himself appointed, blah, blah, blah. Place me in charge of discovering who's behind the attack. If you come across any information, you may report it directly to me. And of course, I do what I can to ease the suffering of those within Castle Never who have been infected with the Wailing Death, although they are beyond my power to save. Anything else? I'll be going now. Go with the blessings of Tyr upon you. Let's talk to
I can
Desser.
spare no time for your idle chatter. I must coordinate the search of my Hellmites as they try to recover the missing Waterdavian creatures. Thanks to Erebeth. And this is in addition to all our other duties. Tending to the dead, comforting the sick, spreading our blessings, and giving the people of Neverwinter hope.
Okay, so you won't talk to me. That's reasonable, I guess. Map. Okay, that's not super helpful. Let's talk to a nurse really quickly.
I greet you.
Yeah, could I ask you some questions? You should really be tending the sick, but for you, my lord, I can spare a few moments. Have you heard any rumors lately? I heard my share. Desser and Erebeth are always arguing, and Fenthic always trying to keep the peace. None of them paid any attention to a quiet little nurse going about her duties. I've heard all sorts of stuff. Tell me what you know about Desser. Erebeth doesn't like him. I know that much. He's got a sharp tongue and a sour face, but I think it's more than that. But it's not really my place to say. This is my first persuade. Come on now, telling me won't do any harm. Success, yes. Desser and his Hermites showed up too soon after the plague started, just in time to get locked inside the city when the quarantine hit. Desser said that they came because they heard about the Neverwinter sufferings, but it seems like odd timing to Lady Erebeth, or so she told Fenthic once. What about Erebeth? My Lady Erebeth always telling Fenthic not to put so much faith in Desser and his Helmites. You know they're lovers. Fenthic and Erebeth, I mean. Of course you know. Everyone knows. What about Fenthic? Poor Fenthic, he's always caught in the middle between Desser and Erebeth, always end up having to pick one side or the other when they argue about how to save the city. You think he's always side with Erebeth since they're lovers, but Fenthic's an honest man, and when Erebeth is wrong, he's not afraid to tell her. Could I ask you some questions? As for directions, I'm not here to play a guide. Okay, cool. Bye. So that tells us something. It seems like Desser is not that great of a fellow. Is this the right way? I hope this is the right way. Yes, this is the Hall of Justice. A nurse, another one. Erebeth, hi. Talk to me.
Welcome to you. I regret I did not get a chance to introduce myself properly to you while you were training at the Academy.
It is in fact a shame that you were unable to do that.
I am Lady Erebeth de Tilmarand,
De
paladin
Tilmarand,
in the
okay.
service of Tyr, and the right hand of Nasher Alagondar, Lord of Neverwinter. I have been waiting for you.
I have been waiting for you. This is definitely cheesy 90s voice acting. I was delayed by Fenthic. You were waiting for me? Why? I'm here now. Say what you have. I came as quickly as I could. I'm going to say you were waiting for me. Why?
I have been following your progress since your early training at the Academy. Neverwinter has need of one like you if we are to survive the Wailing Death.
Okay.
The attack on the Academy doused the one faint spark of hope the city had.
One faint spark
I need
of
you
hope.
to help recover that which we have lost.
Oh, it would be an honor, my lady. No. I serve no master but myself. I'll help you for a price. You can't see my hands, but you know what my hands are doing. Anyway, it'll be an honor to serve you, Lady Arabeth.
I knew I could count on you. There are many rumors about the plague, but if you are to aid me in this, it is important you know the truth about the Wailing Death.
Understood. Let's talk about it right here among all the nurses and the dead and dying. That sounds wonderful.
Our divine healers can do nothing to help those afflicted by the Wailing Death. And even our most powerful magic cannot raise those who succumb to the illness.
Dun, dun, dun.
But a short time ago, we had word that Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson, the famous Archmage of Waterdeep, had discovered a potential cure, one that might be concocted from the essence of 4 rare and magical creatures.
I have heard such rumors before. What's become of these creatures is more important.
Under great secrecy, the 4 creatures were gathered in Waterdeep, then sent here to Neverwinter. As strange a menagerie as any has ever set eyes on. A cockatrice, an intellect devourer, a yonti, and a dryad.
I don't know what a yonti is. I know what a cockatrice and a dryad are. The intellect devourer sounds like a, what are the Cthulhu-looking things? The mind flayer. It sounds like a mind flayer.
I ordered them sent to the Academy, Neverwinter's renowned training institution for adventurers of every ilk. I once studied there myself, and I thought the instructors and students were loyal to Lord Nasher.
And then the Academy was... So you think someone within the Academy betrayed you?
The Academy may have been betrayed from within, or perhaps I simply put too much faith in the instructors, students, and staff to keep this news secret, as Desta claims.
This is true. We got from one of the instructors directly that they all knew. They were like telling the students. They're like, everyone knows. Not all of them, but some of them.
You were there. You saw the slaughter. The attack caught us unprepared. You are one of only a handful of survivors from the carnage of the Academy.
Yep.
Fenthic and Dester arrived with reinforcements, but during the confusion of battle, the Waterdavian creatures disappeared into the streets of Neverwinter, and our hopes of a cure vanished with them.
Let me guess. You want me to get those creatures back? I'm not going to say that. How may I serve you in this, Lady Arabeth?
Your task in this is twofold. First, find the Waterdavian creatures and bring them back to me, at any cost. We need to harvest components from these creatures if we are to concoct a cure for the Wailing Death. This is your most important duty.
Yokai this.
Second, we must discover who was behind the attack on the Academy. Any evidence you uncover in this matter should be brought to Fenthic. He is the one assigned the task of unmasking our hidden enemy.
I will do as you command. I'll do it, but the reward better be worthwhile. Why would you choose me? Shouldn't the City Watch be helping? How do we even know the creatures are still alive? I'm going to choose why would you choose me.
You proved yourself during the attack on the Academy. Your bravery and skill are obvious, and I know you are not in league with those who seek to destroy Neverwinter.
How do you know that?
The City Watch can do little to help in this search. Their numbers are barely enough to keep order in the streets of Neverwinter. Others, like Fenthic or myself, have duties that require we stay here.
How do we even know the creatures are still alive?
By all accounts, the creatures escaped the battle at the Academy unharmed, and there are many reports of strange beasts pouring in from every district of the city.
You must recover the Waterdavian creatures. If you are to survive the Wailing Death, the fate of Neverwinter rests on your shoulders. Yeah, I'll do as you command.
I ask for your discretion in this matter. News of the attack and strange creatures roaming the city will only add to the panic and chaos already in the streets.
I'm yawning, I'm sorry. There we go. Continue.
To aid you in your task, I will give you this Stone of Recall. You will find it to be a valuable tool in your quest.
Probably, yeah. What is this? What is this? Is this stealth mode? Yeah, I'm gonna remove that. How does it work?
You can activate the Stone of Recall at any time, and it will instantly teleport you and anyone in your service back here to the Temple of Tyr.
Oh boy, yay.
Anytime you go through the teleportation portal in Tyr's temple, it will instantly send you and any companions back to the place your stone was last activated.
That's actually super convenient.
There is little else I can tell you about this mission. Whenever you need provisions, come speak to me again, and I can sell them to you through the store here at Tyr's temple.
Sweet. Continue.
Take this gold so you can buy the necessary supplies for
Yay.
your mission.
Gold,
Remember
100.
to stock up on healing potions before you go. They will be critical to your survival.
Yeah, I need to ask you some questions. It would be a little bit... it would be nice to know a little bit more about the lady I'm
I
working
am
for.
not one to boast of my accomplishments. Suffice to say that I am a paladin of Tyr, and I am honored Lord Nasher has placed me in charge of finding a cure for the Wailing Death.
I just realized my heater isn't on, so I'm actually freezing.
Is there anything else?
Tell me about
It
Fenthic.
is no secret that Fenthic and I are lovers. Our feelings for each other are only matched by our devotion to Tyr and our loyalty to Neverwinter. Although Lord Nasher has placed me in charge of finding a cure for the plague, I could not do this without Fenthic's help. His faith and conviction are a comfort to me in times of darkness. Is there anything else?
What do you think of Desser?
I think the Hellmite is arrogant, sanctimonious, self-righteous, and
Oh, wow.
holier than thou. Forgive me for being so blunt, but Dester and I do not see eye to eye.
I can see that.
Dester challenges my every decision on general principle, or so it would seem. He is constantly accusing me of abandoning my faith and not trusting enough in the power of the divine.
Why do you put up with him?
Sometimes I think Dester and his Hellmites do more to hinder my efforts than help them. But Fenthic assures me they bring hope to the city, and hope is something the people desperately need. Is there anything else?
Do you have any information as to where the creatures might be?
There are many rumors, and I would not like to give you any false leads. However, there is something that seems reliable.
Oh boy, what's
There
that?
have been some promising reports from the prison district. Several eyewitness accounts indicate a strange creature is wandering the area, or was a short time ago.
So she said the prison district, and that says the Peninsula district, so I'm just gonna roll with it.
But there is no guarantee the reports are accurate. The creatures could be in any one of the city districts. I shall leave it up to you where you want to take your search.
Sounds good.
Is there anything else?
Oh, wow. Sorry. I need to ask you some questions.
I will do my best to answer what questions I may.
Tell me about the attack
It
on the
was a
academy.
slaughter, as you well know. Only a handful of hundreds training and teaching at the academy survived. As yet, we have not discovered the identity of those behind the attack, but the enemy knew the Watadavian creatures were there. How they came by that knowledge is a troubling prospect. Take any information concerning who may be behind the attack straight to Fenthic. He is the one I have placed in charge of unmasking our
I'm starting to
hidden
think
enemy.
Fenthic is actually the bad guy here.
Is there
or
something
one of
else
them.
I can help you with?
Wailing
the first
Death.
victims were reported several months ago, and within days it had spread to all corners of the city. It was not the first plague Neverwinter has suffered, but it is by far the worst. Unlike other sicknesses, the Wailing Death seems to resist all efforts to cure it, including the divine magic of the priests. Perhaps that is what makes it so terrible.
The room next door is full of plague victims. Aren't you scared of being
The plague
infected?
does not seem to spread through contact with the infected. Healers tend to the sick without becoming ill, and some who lock themselves alone indoors contract the illness. We have quarantined the city,
Okay.
but that is mostly to help the Watch maintain order. It has done little to halt the spread, though some districts remain unaffected.
Really?
Perhaps that is what is so terrible about this affliction. There is no rhyme or reason to it, seemingly no way to guard against it, and until we have all the Watadavian creatures, no way to cure it. Is there something else I can help you with?
What about the Watadavian creatures
It
in
was
the cure?
Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson, the Archmage of Waterdeep, who discovered the potential cure. However, we have not even had a chance to test it. The creatures were taken from us too quickly.
Oh no.
If Blackstaff is right, the cure requires feathers from a cockatrice, the brain of an intellect devourer, blood from a Yonti, and a lock of hair freshly plucked from a dryad's head.
So the brain of the intellect devourer, you're gonna need a lot of those to continue making the cure.
Is there more you would know?
Yeah, tell me about the
cockatrice
cockatrice.
resembles a hybrid of chicken, lizard, and bat. They are repulsive animals that can petrify opponents. You must be extremely cautious when dealing with this beast.
Yeah, let's hope that's not the first
Is
one.
there more you would know?
Tell me about the Yonti.
The Yonti are a race of beings whose bloodlines are a mixture of human and snake. They can be any combination of snake and human characteristics.
That's terrifying.
They are highly intelligent, and many of the creatures practice magic. It is rumored that some even have the ability to alter their shape.
Oh boy, that's gonna be
Is there
annoying.
more you would know?
Tell me about the
Any
intellect
information
devourer.
The Intellect Devourer is a truly horrible entity, resembling a large fleshy brains with legs. It can dominate the minds of its victims so that it may devour their very thoughts. Is there
Wonderful.
more you would know?
Yes, tell me about the
Any
dryad.
information? She is like most of her kind, a beautiful, elusive forest sprite whose charms transcend mere physical appearance. Out of charity, she came willingly to help us when she learned of our need.
That's the one I want to find first.
However, the city is strange to her and unsettling. When the attack came, I suspect she fled in panicked terror and now is lost among the unfamiliar streets and buildings of Neverwinter.
Yeah, let's hope we
If you
find that one
find her,
first.
treat her with the respect and kindness she deserves. She is very brave to leave her wood to come to our aid. Is there
I
more
agree
you would
with that.
know? Any information about the
What
creatures I can
right do
provide
you
to
have
help
to
you
kill
locate
these
them will be
creatures
freely given, of
to
course.
save yourselves? I will actually ask
A
that.
single drop of blood, a single scale, a lock of hair. All these can be collected with no harm to the creatures. Only the monstrously evil Intellect Devourer needs be slain to collect the reagent.
Okay.
Is there more you would know? Any information
that's
about
all I
is
need to
there
know about the
something
water
else I can
deviant.
help you with?
So 4, we're gonna get some
I
supplies.
have no equipment to spare. All we have was given to the City Watch to help them maintain order.
Perhaps I could sell you some things from the
The
temple
City
armory.
Core has all manner of shops to supply you with whatever you might need.
If I don't have something the city core is all manner, yes.
Is there something else I can help you with?
5. I want to ask you about
I will
something
do
else.
my best to answer your questions.
No, 5. Goodbye.
Farewell. May Tyr guide your steps.
That only lasted 10 minutes. I'm not going to talk to the nurse, a divining pool, a recall portal. I got a thing just now that I want to figure out where it is. Is that the Stone of Recall? Yes. It will replace stealth mode. It will also go in the 6th slot. Can I do that? Am I not allowed to do that? Can I put it in the 6th slot? Yes, thank you. We'll go down there because otherwise it's mostly useless to us. Wizard Robe versus Robe of Fire Resistance is going to be better. I need to sell some stuff. I need to pick up a rogue. I definitely need to pick up a robe, and I need to sell some stuff. So I need to make this go away too. I was using this earlier to fix some things, but what's in here? Barred from the other side. Also my journal updated. Find the 4 water deviant creatures and bring them back. See clues about what caused the plague. Peninsula District. Henchmen would be helpful. Most of them are in the building called the Trade of Blades in the city core. Healing potions are invaluable. Who are you? You are Sergal. I don't know who that is. Let's talk to him really quickly.
Hello to you.
Erebeth instructed me to provide whatever assistance I can in your mission to recover the missing water deviant creatures. However, my magic is not of a healing nature. My skills are tied to the teleportation portal in this temple and the Stone of Recall in your backpack. Is that something I can do for you, Roy? Who are you? I am Sergal, a priest of Tyr, and my duty to aid and assist those in the service of Neverwinter, though I'm no healer. Goodbye. You don't seem to be totally useful to me. I'm going to open some doors, or try to, and see what is here. Because I don't know what any of this is. Olaf!
Greetings of the even-handed to you. Welcome to the House of Tyr. I am Reverend Judge Olaf Uskar, in service of the maimed god.
Hello, Olaf. I am Roy Remembers. Will you answer some questions? This Tyrian home welcomes your well-mannered address. Ask what you will, and I shall respond as I am able. I am now in a party PvP area. Cool. What's your position here? What are the tenets of the Tyrian faith? Many aspects of the worship of Tyr. He's the blind overlord, the even-handed god, he's guardian and governor of justice. Clergy are charged to reveal the truth, punish the guilty, resist right the wrong, and always be true and just in their actions. We serve as judges, juries, and, should the situation require it, executioners. Justice through benevolent force and armed vigilance. What is your position here? Administer the plague sufferers. Previously, we're working on artifact recovery. which may be even more important now. Is it really matter? This is really a matter that should only concern someone more spiritually minded, and I think you are, and I don't think you are the type. No offense meant. I might be able to help persuade. Success. Perhaps I was too quick to judge. You seem sincere enough. You may be able to understand why this is so important. In the weeks before the plague, we uncovered a tomb of Malazan Fairblade. She traveled widely with Helen Naver, founder of Neverwinter. Or Never. Yeah. This was a great discovery and gave clues to the whereabouts of the founder's resting place. That would have been a great discovery indeed. The plague undoubtedly complicated things. Your efforts were likely wasted. A waste of time even before the plague. The plague undoubtedly complicated things. Yes, it did. It is very unfortunate because pursuing these tombs becomes all the more important with the city in the crisis as it is. People are scared, and the lack of progress on a cure has diminished their hopes. A find like this would buoy their spirits. There's also a chance that powerful artifacts could be found alongside Never's remains, though I would not rest my hopes on it. I will help you find these tombs. I welcome your aid in this matter. You couldn't have arrived at a more fortuitous time. Here, take this letter with my seal. It signifies that you act in my sanction. Take it to Briley in the Peninsula District, and he will aid you. He guards the one tomb already found. In the basement of a house in the east side of the peninsula. It is in the basement of a house in the east side of the Peninsula District. Return to me if you find anything, and I will reward you. Cool. That was easy, surprisingly. I'm going to loot... Wait. Before looting things, I'm going to save. Now I'm going to loot all the books, and hopefully not get in trouble. I'm going to read them all later. I promise. And then probably sell them after I read them. Oh my god, too many books. There's even more books. You see that? Ooh, that's spinning though. Yeesh. It hurts my head. Come on, give me your books. Last thing, cabinet. We loot the cabinet now. Oh, gold pieces. Wonderful. Yeah, let's leave. Wait, no, wait. I'm gonna talk to you again.
Greetings to you again.
Yes. I need temple services. The basic services we offer, you have to go speak to her for whatever you need. Oh, okay, I have to go speak to Arabeth. Understood. I will probably do that in a moment. I'll try and buy something. First, the door is barred and sealed. Cool. So I got a quest, though. So I can press journal. And we see, so in order of priority, Temple of Tyr, Neighbor's Tomb is below. Arabeth, though, please, I want to buy things from you.
Welcome. Do you have...
I require temple services. Yes, thank you. Belt of Inertial Barrier. Examine. What? Armor bonus +1. Cool. Bludgeoning resist and slashing resist. 25 damage vulnerability to piercing, though, which is not super great. Guiding light. Can't... Oh, I can't buy any of that. Bracers of armor. No. What? How much money do I have? I have 204 gold. Bracers of dex. Okay. How much is this worth? 1 gold. Okay. Wizard's robe, 1 gold. Cool. How much are books worth? 2? Hey, 2 gold's 2 gold though, am I right? Or am I right? Torch I'm keeping. Thieves' tools are worth a pretty penny. Bullets are not worth anything, so I'll keep them. Gems will be useful for something, I'm sure. Yeah, books still worth 1 to fire. Keep that. Copper necklace can probably be enchanted, but I don't care. I'm going to sell it anyway. Arrows are worth nothing. Bull strength can go to a party member maybe. Light crossbow I'll keep. The sling I will definitely sell. It's useless. The short bow I will sell because it's useless. Rod of Frost, and I have 2 light crossbows, so I can sell 1. More books. Wand of Sleep. Letter from Olaf. Put that there. Okay, we're good. When it comes to weapons, I can't really wield any of these anyway, so it doesn't matter. Scrolls and potions, I'm probably fine on. Magical items. Natural armor. Ring of protection would be awesome. I don't have even 1,000. Silver ring, copper ring. Wait, did I have some rings in there I can sell? I seem to remember, or did I equip them? Ring of fortitude, which is awesome. Yeah, I don't have any rings. So. Okay, cool. We're good. Let's go. Let's go out of the... Wait. Hey, do you need a henchman? Yes.
Hello there. You have the smell of a prospective employer about you. Not that it's easy to smell anything with all the burning corpses in this city, mind you. Never seen this many flies outside of a Callum shot alehouse.
Is that all you have to say? Okay. Who are you? Me? Oh, I have to read. Me? Why, I'm none other than the renowned rogue, Tommy Undergallows. Grin. To my friends. Tommy Grin to the lasses, and that darned halfling to anyone in the possession of respectable authority. You are quite short. And wow, you're super short. It's like unsettling. Yeah, sure. I can forgive you for not having heard of me, however. I hail most recently from Calumport. And that's a long way for even my reputation to travel. I give it another week, personally. What are you doing in a church? I could ask you the same question now, couldn't I? Well, if you have to know the truth, I was being chased by a pack of hooligans the day before yesterday when I darted in here. It seems like a good place seems like a good place as any, especially considering the priests don't throw halflings out in their ears as a policy, like in Calumport. So I've been hanging around looking for something to do. Running from your reputation, are you? It's quite a long way to travel. It's quite a long way to travel. You know how it goes, I'm sure. Rob, some overfat human caliph with piggy lips, kisses his daughter as a lark before you escape with the loot, and suddenly you're the most wanted man. What? Oh, kiss his daughter as a lark before you... Yeah, whatever. Okay, I don't know what that means, but yeah, sure. Continue. How was I supposed to know that he was sensitive about his... Oh, you kissed the guy's daughter. I still say it was worth it. That took flair, and I have flair. Too bad Neverwinter didn't treat me any better at first. He hunted you for kissing his daughter? Well, I use the word kissing loosely. Oh, okay. Trouble was, the lass was set to marry the Pasha's son, so long as she was a virgin. Ah, well, what happened then? Neverwinter seemed to find enough city for an enterprising young halfling like myself. On the surface anyway, you'd be surprised at what people get away with here. They can take a perfectly innocent man, accuse him of simple pickpocketing, and throw him into prison without even so much as a trial. Well, not a very fair one, anyway. That judge was mean. Fortunately, my stay in Neverwinter's fine prison system is a short one. I didn't arrange for my escape, oddly enough, but I was glad for it nonetheless. So you're a convict then? How'd you escape the prison? The exact goings-on within the prison I'm not entirely aware of, my lord. To tell the truth, I had only been in the prison for a few days and was just starting to think about how depressing life was when it all began. The warden of the place began babbling some nonsense and started releasing all the prisoners. Even the truly despicable types. Murderers, politicians, lawyers, you name it. That's funny. I left the area quickly, of course, and I wound up here at the temple. Nice, safe place to be. Last I heard, them prisoners were all tearing up the Peninsula District, making a royal mess. Not the lawyers, though. They were just overcharging. Why would the warden release the prisoners? I can't really say. Some of the other fellows were talking like there was some powerful prisoner who was controlling the warden to make him do these things. Sounds a bit strange to me. More likely he was brain sick with the plague. The entire Peninsula District is in an uproar, however. I don't think the local constable people has it under control either. Come to think of it, I saw more than a few people getting attacked in the street in broad daylight. Oh boy, if you head to that part of town, you might want to take someone along who knows the roads. I'm actually looking for some hired help. Oh, mission, is it? My little pinky toes are quivering with curiosity. Or is that my danger sense? That would go a long way toward explaining my recklessness. Oh well, what kind of mission are you on? I work for Lady Airbeth. I've been instructed to find several missing creatures that might be used. My mission is confidential is what I'm going to go with. Which makes you some kind of secret agent for the lovely elven lass. Must be exciting. I'd be glad to help out for the right price. Let's negotiate a bit, shall we? I can place my superior skills of theft, pickpocketing, and lockpicking, blah blah, and swordplay at your disposal for any task you choose, providing you can provide me with a nice payment now. I rather doubt you'll find anyone else my skill available, my lord. You seem like a fine sort of man, however, so let me say 150 pieces. Persuade seems a little expensive. I'll give you 100. Success. How about we split the difference? 125. Deal. Good, good. I smell adventure at hand, or I need to wash my socks. One of those two. I'll tag along with you, my lord, as best as I know how, unless you tell me otherwise. If you want me to do something different, just give me a shout, aye? And let's go. Out the door. Okay, I said out the door. Woo. City core. Who is that? Bethany? First, let's check our gold. Then, let's talk to Bethany. Please, I need your help. Yes, let's talk to Bethany. Oh, she's coming to us. Oh, please, can you help me? You're with the city militia, aren't you? The guards at the gate said I might get help over here, but I don't know if they were serious or not. Slow down. I'll hear what you have to say. What is it, woman? Why are you bothering me? No, the first one. Thank you. Thank you for listening. You look so right. I just had to ask you for help. You must be an officer, right? I hope you can help. It's the Peninsula District. I live there, and it's just horrible. The killing. Everyone's running for their lives. It's horrible. Easy then. Tell me when you are ready. I'm a busy man. I'm sorry, I don't have time right now. Yeah, easy now. Tell me when you're ready. Okay. I came from the Peninsula District. That's where my home was. Now it's too dangerous to go there. The prisoners are killing everyone. It's awful. I may have heard of this. Give me some background on the Peninsula District. Well, it's kind of complicated. The Peninsula District houses the Neverwinter prison. The families of the guards and such live around it. It's been safe for years. It changed a little while ago. The guards never came home from work one day, and now the prisoners are everywhere. First the plague, and now the threat of a knife in your belly. I'll see what I can do. You stay here where it's safe. How do the prisoners get loose? I don't know. I just don't know. Captain Elephant has always run such an efficient operation. I hope nothing has happened to him. I mean, I don't know him personally or anything, but I hear he's a good man. I know he would not have allowed this to happen. Isn't there anyone in the district to fight back? The plague has cut down on the guards in the area. It was safe while people were just locked up, and now it's just overwhelming. Some are trying, though. Sidus Sabile is there. She is one of Lord Nasher's trusted, but she doesn't have many people to work with. She's mainly just guarding the gate out of the district now. I'll see what I can do. You stay where it's safe.
For a day or two. I'm good for it.
The voices in the background are quite disturbing. Thank you. Can't say how much this means to me. Do you need directions? I'll be sure to tell you. Peninsula District is to the gate on the southwest side of the city core, near the Moonstone Mask. There are guards posted, but I'm sure they will let you through. Southwest. Okay. Peninsula District Southwest. Okay. I should not press J. Now I can press J. Press the character button. We need to double our experience in order to get to level 4. Wonderful. Look at how low my save things are. Alignment title is a reconciler. I am neutral and neutral, which is good still. Fort saving throw is up. Yeah. Cool. Walk forward a little. Let's turn around. I'm a little over an hour, so I should probably end this episode. Sorry, not a whole lot happened. We finished the prologue, though, and we got a lot of talking done. So if you like hearing me talk, I'm sure this was fun for you. If you hate hearing me talk, you probably shouldn't be watching this series anyway. In any case, we reached the end. Probably at this point, on the right-hand side, you will see the playlist for Neverwinter Nights, and on the left-hand side, you'll see the next episode, if and when that shows up. Not when. Not if, just when. So, anyway, have a good day, everyone. I hope you had fun.